Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw Genos from One Punch Man. Let's get started with the upper eyelid. So we move to the left side, start from the outside of the eye, I'm going to curve in, and then pull that down. I'm going to leave a gap in the center and draw the same thing on the right. So let's line up the inside, curve up, and then out. Now we're going to draw two half circles for the bottom of the eye. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve down and pull that up on the inside of the eyelid. We'll do the same thing on the right. Let's tuck the iris and pupil underneath the eyelid. So on the left side, we draw a half circle. Starting from the top, curve down towards the bottom, and back up on the inside. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to draw a smaller half circle for the pupil. So starting on the left, curve around. I want to leave an even space gap around the iris. And do the same thing on the right side. Now let's go in and fill the pupils in black. And we're also going to fill the outside area of the eye in black. Now we're going to move up and draw in the eyebrows. From the corner of the eye on the left, we're going to step up, draw an angled line coming down and then in. And we do the same thing on the right. Now from the inside, we're going to draw two short lines going up. Now we're going to taper the eyebrow so it gets narrower as you come out. So let's start on the end. We're going to go thicker as you come in towards the top of that line. Same thing on the right, and let's fill the eyebrows in black. Now we're going to line up with the bottom edge of the eye and move towards the center and draw the nose. So we're starting on the left side, we draw a short curve coming down and then up. Now we're going to move down and draw a curve in the opposite direction for the mouth. So we'll start on the left side, curve up and then down. And directly below the mouth, we're going to draw a short line going across for the lower lip. Now we're going to move to the outside and draw the lower part of the head. So from the left eye, we're going to step out. We want to curve down and in. We're going to create a point along the chin, just underneath the mouth, to right about there. Now we're going to curve up and out towards the right. Go out, and we'll pull that up. Now from the side, I want to curve up and in around the eyebrow. So start on the left side. Curve up and then in. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to draw the hair bangs going over the forehead. Starting from the left, we'll curve down and in just above the eyebrow. Now we want to taper this back up. So we go straight up and bend over towards the right. Now we're going to draw a long band coming in between the eyes. So from here we're going to curve down and in towards the center. And from here, we're going to curve up and then out. Let's do an overlap. We'll step down, curve out, and over towards the right. Now we're curving the opposite direction. Curve down and then in. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a curve. We're going to go out and then up. Now let's draw on the side of the hair. Starting right at the top of the cheek, curve out and then up. Now we're going to draw the ears on the side of the head. From this point, we're going to step up, we're going to curve out, round up the ear, and then pull that in towards the side of the head. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Curving out, rounding out the ear, and then pulling that in. Now we're going to draw two circles at the bottom of the earlobe for the earrings on either side. Now we're going to add a small curve on the inside of the ear. Starting at the base of this hairline, we're going to curve up and then out. Now we're going to work our way around the outside of the hair. Starting at the top of the ear, we're going to step out, we'll curve around, and then up. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to add some hair spikes along the way to the top of the head. So back on the left side, we're going to curve out and down. Now we're going to taper this. We're going to go up and then pull that in. Let's do the exact same thing on the right side. Curving out and down, going up and then in. Let's add another set. On the left side, we're going to curve out and down and draw a long curve going up. We start to pull that in. Again, let's go back to the right side. Now here we want to create an overlap. So from this point, we're going to step out, we're going to curve up, and pull that in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Stepping back, curving up, and then in. Now at the very top, we're going to add 2 more points. From this point, we're going to curve out, over towards the left. Now we're going to come in towards the center. Coming across, and then down. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. From here, we're going to curve up, and over towards the right. Now we want to connect these 2 points with a curve, coming in and then down. We're going to add a little bit more hair underneath the ears. So underneath the earlobe, we curve down and in. Now we're going to go up and in behind the head. Let's do the same thing on the right. Underneath the earlobe, curve down and in. Then go up and in behind the head. Okay, so now that we completed the head, let's work our way down the body. We're going to start with the sides of the body first. So we move over towards the left, we're going to curve out and down towards the left hip, move over towards the right, curve out and down towards the same height. Now let's connect these 2 points with a curve that comes down the middle and then back up. Now I'm going to step up and draw that twice. Now in the center of the body, we want to add a curve for the edge of the chest. So start on the left side, we're going to curve up and then back down. Let's continue working down the legs. In the center, we're going to step down, draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center. We're going to move over towards the left, curve out and down towards the left heel, move over towards the right, curve out and down towards the right heel. Now from the heels, we're going to round out the feet. From the left heel, we'll curve down and up towards the toe, and do the same thing on the right side. Now let's draw on the top of the feet. From the toe, we're going to curve up, and now we're going to pull this down, aiming towards the heel. We'll stop right about there. Now we're going to curl up in the opposite direction towards the inside of the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start by curving up towards the top, aim towards the heel, and then we'll blend into a curve going up towards the inside of the leg. Let's thicken up the sole of the shoe. We want to take this curve, step up, and just trace that all the way across. Now we're going to move back up towards the hip and draw on the side of the leg. So starting on the left hip, we're going to curve out, round out the leg, and then pull that in towards the top of the foot. Now in the center, we want to draw 2 straight lines coming down. So we're going to move over to the left, draw 1 line, go to the right, and draw another line. Now out on the hips, we want to draw the pocket. So we're going to step in, curve down and out towards the side of the leg. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now let's move back up and draw on the arms. We're going to start halfway down the side of the body. So right here, curve out and down towards the wrist. Line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now back on the left, we're going to start with the thumb. From the wrist, we're going to draw a half circle, curving in and then back out. At the end of the thumb, we'll draw a bracket. Now at the bottom of the thumb, I'm going to curve down and up around that bracket. Now we're going to add 2 more fingers. Step down, curve down and up the second finger. Now the third finger, we're going to go around, and we're just going to pull that up towards the base of the shoulder to right about there. And then from here, we want to curve in and down towards the inside of the arm. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Start with the thumb, and then a bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we'll curve down and up around that bracket. Step down, curve down and up the second finger. Now we do the same thing we did on the left. Curve out, come up towards the top, towards the base of the shoulder. We're just going to line this up. Now from here, we're going to curve in and down towards the inside of the arm. Now from here, we're going to round out the shoulder. Starting from this top point, we're going to go straight up and curve in behind the head. Do the same thing on the right, going straight up and then curving that in. Now on the side of the body, we're going to draw 2 half circles. So we start on the left side, we're going to curve around and then back in. Let's line this up on the right side. Now we just want to trace the outside of the circle. So we step up on the side of the body, we're going to go around and down towards the base of the shoulder. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Curving around and then down. Let's color this area in black. Let's add a small trim along the base of the shoulder. So from this curve, we're going to step up, and just follow that in, and do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to move back down and separate out the wrist. From this point, we're going to curve down and back up. Now we're going to find the halfway point between the wrist and the upper arm. So right here, we're going to curve up and then out. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now about halfway along this curve, we curve in and then down just on the outside of the wrist. We're going to fill this area in black. Let's do the same thing on the right. Halfway along this line, curve in and then down, and then fill that area in black. Now the last thing we're going to do is add a trim on the outside of the upper arm. Start from here, we're going to curve up and then in. Just following the same curve of the arm. Do the same thing on the right side. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Genos from One Punch Man. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.